Nobody tells you that the hardest part isn't failing. It's actually continuing when nothing is happening. It's the days that nobody sees. It's the days that you are alone by yourself. It's the days that you showed up for yourself no matter what. And that's what one day means. One day is not some overnight thing. It's not some magical, lucky, successful thing. It is showing up for yourself and doing the work and knowing that you will get there one day. There's going to be moments where you feel like giving up because there's no proof, there's no success yet, there's nothing happening. And that is actually the exact moment where you need to not give up. All you're going to have is you, and you have to make this decision to keep going. One day isn't when it happens, it's what you did, what you survived to get where you are. If you're going after a dream, a goal right now, and you feel like giving up, you feel that little bit of self-doubt, you feel just like a failure, you feel like it's not gonna happen, you are in this moment. You are there right now, and you will look back. You will look back one day and you will be like, wow, I did that. I pushed through it and I did it. Because if you give up now, there's you have 0% chance of succeeding. But if you keep going, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? And trust me, yes, you're gonna feel lost. You're gonna feel alone. It's going to be scary. That feeling is actually you transitioning into the person that you are becoming. You have to lose old parts of yourself. You have to lose old parts of your life. You have to lose old habits to gain the new things in your life, to gain that success. You're gonna have to lose things, and you have to accept that, because if you just keep falling back to the comfort, if you just keep falling back to those old habits, you're never gonna fully be able to get to the next chapter of your life, achieve that goal, achieve that dream. There's gonna be a point where you feel like, I'm not who I used to be, but I am also not where I want to be yet. And it is going to be the scariest moment of your life. It's going to be, like I said, so lonely, and you're gonna feel every emotion possible, probably. But it's like the hardest time, but it's that time period where you have to just push through it. Life is hard, and life will be even harder in that stage, but you have to just push through it. And with that, success comes with change. If you really want something, you have to accept that you're gonna lose things. You have to accept that your life is going to change for the good and could be for the bad. You will lose things that are not meant for you, that are not aligned for you. And it might feel good right now in this moment, but if you want to become this new person, if you want to achieve these goals and dreams, you will have to lose things, because those things are not aligned for you anymore, and they're just simply not good for you. You will lose people in your life that do not align with your core values, or just don't give you the energy and support that you deserve or that you need to be surrounded by. You're gonna feel like you have nobody to relate to, and that is because you're in between two lives. You are who you are right now, but you're not on either side. And this is not saying you have to leave everything in your old past life. Just feel what feels good and what feels wrong. If something feels wrong in your old past life while you're transitioning into this new version of yourself, you will have that gut feeling of this doesn't feel right. So don't just leave your whole past behind, because I have seen people do that, where they just completely leave their whole old life to accept and become into this new one, and then they miss people, they miss things, and they've realized that they completely left behind their old life, and you cannot do that. You're gonna feel alone, but you're not alone. You're early. Yeah, you're early. You're like one of the chosen ones, literally. Do you know how lucky you are to have this mindset? I mean, seriously. Not everyone has this mindset that we have of wanting to become the best version of ourselves. So if you have this mindset, you should feel lucky, and you should take advantage of it. If you feel like you need to do something, if your soul is burning, itching to do something, if your mind is like, I need to do this, then you need to do it. And if you don't, you're going to be miserable. you're literally just going to be miserable. If you have the mindset to want to change, to get better, keep going, even when everything feels like it's against you, that is like one of the best mindsets to have. One of the biggest things I have learned in this life is gratitude. See the good, not the bad. If you focus on all the bad things in your life that are happening every single day or every week, every month, every year, if you only focus on those bad things, you're only gonna get bad things, or you're only gonna see the bad things because you consistently only look at and only give attention to those bad things. So you need to start really looking at your life. And if you really look at your life and just dig deep into your life from day to day, from year to year, whatever, and you see how many good things actually happen to you, the universe will slowly start giving you more good things because you're seeing the good. You're giving that good energy to everyone around you, and it is just like a big ball of energy. It can be small things, like if you drink a coffee in the morning, drink tea in the morning, whatever it is, really just appreciate that. If you love this coffee in the morning, like I know I love my coffee in the morning. It's one of the best things ever. If you really just sit down and you're just like, appreciate how good that cup of coffee was. Or you go out to eat with some friends, get some good food, just really appreciate, like, wow, I have these amazing friends. I had this amazing food. This was a good day today. Even if it's simple as you got a good night's sleep. Appreciate that. Have gratitude for that. Even if you got to talk to someone in the day, it's as simple as that. Anything could happen to anyone at any time, so be grateful that you are able to do the little things. It is really the little things in life. It's not the big, huge, extravagant things. It's the little things you need to be grateful for. Obviously, be grateful for the big things as well, but once you start seeing those little things, being grateful for those little things, you will start to see more and more in your life. I see a lot of people who they only see the bad and they blame life on the bad, and you can just see that you are putting that energy. You are seeing the bad. That's all you're seeing, and if that's all you're seeing, then yeah, that's all you're gonna see. It's as simple as that in this life. Like really, so many people blame bad things happening to them and say that they're unlucky, nothing good ever happens to them. And then they become this like that type of mindseted person, and when you just kind of fall into that, you're gonna just keep seeing the bad. So yeah, my advice for you today, try to see one thing that you were grateful for today. Maybe try to make a list of 3 things you are grateful for that happened today. Write them down, really go into detail of why you're grateful, think about it, and just start seeing those things. And that is really hard when you are lonely and have no one, and you're trying to build something, you're trying to become this new person, you're trying to get your dream life, your dream job, you're trying to do all these things, and you're just in the middle, you're in the eye of the storm. You're like in the eye of the storm of nothing is happening. I have no one. And this is where a lot of people fail. This is where a lot of people say that nothing good is happening to them, that they blame everything on the bad, and they say they're unlucky. This is where a lot of people fail. This is where a lot of people feel the heartache, and they would rather go back to the comfortableness of their old life that they were miserable in, but they're comfortable. You can be comfortable and miserable at the same time. You can be good, but not good. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's when most people do that. That's when most people go back to their comfortable life, and maybe they try again in the future, maybe they don't. But point is, you're gonna have an uncomfortable period of time, and it could be a couple months, it could be a couple years. You are going to have that uncomfortable period if you want to become a different person, if you want to get your dream life. Whatever it is, you're gonna have that, and you just have to accept it. And comfort in the moment is only going to leave you feeling stuck. You're gonna have to deal with it eventually. Or you're gonna be so miserable that you just hate your life. Like, that's it. So do it now. Do it now. If something's been itching on your brain, like if something's been itching at your soul that you want to do, if you want to go after the dream, if you want to change some habit in your life, some bad habit, do it now. Lock in. I hate saying lock in, but you truly do have to just zone in and get it done. Y'all, this is scary. Noah Kahan's album is coming out tonight. Oof. Scared. I am scared, truly. I'm terrified. Anyways, let's get back to it. But yeah, point is, going through that uncomfortable phase. Why do I keep doing this? Sue me. Going through that uncomfortable phase, it will be worth it in time. It's going to be horrible in the moment, but it will be worth it. It's going to be the most uncomfortable you've ever felt. It's going to be horrible, but it will be worth it in the end. I cannot say that enough. I've gone through a lot of change in my life. I've gone through a lot of hardships, a lot of goals, and all of that, and it is always hard. There's always hard moments, but you have to be okay with having hard moments and also having good moments. You have to accept a huge thing I've been trying to accept more and more in this life is you have to be at peace with happiness and sadness and anxiousness and anger and all of the emotions in this life. You have to, there's no getting out of it. That's just the human nature. Human nature is to have emotion. Nobody is going to be perfectly happy 24/7. Nobody's going to be sad 24/7. Well, maybe there are some people that are like that, but not their whole lives. Like, you're going to have periods of happiness, periods of sadness, periods of different type of emotions. And I am trying more and more to be at peace, that be okay when I am sad. It is hard to be sad. It is hard to be anxious, but I have to be okay with it. And we all have to realize that we're not going to be happy 24/7. But you can be at peace. You can accept, you can be grateful for the things in your life and do the things in your life that you love to make your soul feel at peace. Do everything you can to do that. And that's all I'm trying to show with this one-day community. I just want everybody in this life I just want everyone to know that you can do it. Like, you can do it. If there's something you want to do, you can do it. No matter how much self-doubt you have, no matter how many times you have failed, no matter what your life circumstance looks like, what your anything looks like, you can do anything you put your mind to. It's gonna be hard though. Like I've been saying, it's going to be hard. But one day is showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's a hard day, but knowing that one day you will do it. You will do it. Oh, this brand hypes me up, guys. I just want to build this community. I want everyone to love their life, to be at peace with their life, to go after their dreams and goals. Please, go after the biggest goals. If there's something burning in your soul and you know you want to do it, or if there's something you have just always wanted to do your whole life, do it. Take the risks, guys. You have to take risks to live life, essentially. You do not want to live in regret when you're older, or you want to love your life now to the fullest. You're going to have lots of moments of, is this really worth it? And guess what? It is. It is. As long as you really do show up for yourself and you put in quality work into yourself and you're actually taking the steps to do what you want to do, yes, it is going to be worth it. And you don't have a time frame. Nobody has a time frame. Nobody knows exactly when something is going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen in the next year. But if you put work towards whatever you want, you're taking the steps to do it, and you will gain something out of it, if not the best thing that you ever want. Because the biggest thing is, you can make a plan, but 9 times out of 10, when you make a plan, plans are gonna change. And that's a huge thing I've tried to learn in this life too, is make a plan, but don't expect anything. Don't expect. You can hope, you can have goals, you can have whatever, but don't expect a thing. That's a thing I've been trying to show up for myself with when I go on vacations. I used to go on vacations and be like, I want to do this, and if I don't do this, I'm not going to be happy. If I don't do this, I'm not going to be happy, blah, 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 blah. And I would just be so stressed and anxious on trips, and I'd have a good time, but probably not the best time that I could have had. So I have been trying to go, you got to do with life, but with like vacations and traveling, with anything, really, with anything. But a good example is with traveling. If you're going on a trip somewhere, make a plan. Obviously, you can't just show up somewhere. I mean, you could just show up somewhere and just like do whatever. But make some type of plan, obviously, and then just go with the flow. And if the plan changes, if you see something better to do, go do it. If you come across some people who want to hang out, obviously go hang out with them. So yeah, expect nothing, but work towards everything. Work towards everything. That's really what you got to do. Anyways, let's get back to the whole thing I was talking about. The hardest thing for me in these moments of nothing is happening, feeling like nothing's being successful, having self-doubt, all of that. One of the hardest things for me is being bored, because in success, for the most part, you just have to be consistent. Do the same thing over and over and over again. Test, obviously, with like tweaks and stuff if you're doing whatever to test other things, and you will become successful. But yeah, the hardest thing for me is being bored, and I always just want to keep adding things onto my plate. Like, I have this thing that's going really well, but then I get really good at it, and I can do it faster, and I get done with it. And so I'm like, I want to do more. I can do more. I can do more. I can do more. But it's kind of essential to try not to do this too much. I think you can do it like a little bit in life, but don't do it too much, because trust me, it will lead to burnout. You will be burnt out. I have done this to myself too many times. I might even be doing it in my life right now. Yeah, I think I am. But not the point. Yeah, this is why the method of working 24/7 does not work. Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of people who are like, work. I do this. I work however many hours. I do all this work. I never sleep. I do this and this and this. But they end up being burnt out, right? They end up failing, usually, for the most part. That's why consistency is the better route to go. This is another place that people give up a lot, is when they do try to do that route. They try to do everything, work their day jobs, and then go try to do their side hustle after work for their rest of their life. And then they realize like they have nothing else going on, and they give up, or they see that nothing is working. And a lot of people you gotta have patience. A lot of people are very impatient. A lot of people want, for like, if we're talking like building a business, a lot of people want money now. That's not how it works. Fast money, it's not how it works. You have to learn, you have to build, you have to research. Sure, there are like some little things where you can get a little bit of money like fast, but for the most part, you do actually have to learn and grow and not just get money in a second. And with being consistent, you would think that you're not growing, but actually you learn way more. You get better and better at what you're doing. You learn new things all the time because you're seeing all the new things. You're learning all the little tiny little things that you wouldn't think are essential, but they are. You're able to analyze and figure things out. The path to your dreams gets quieter the closer you get. This is the biggest thing I've heard with all the research I've done with getting your dream life, going after your dreams and goals, becoming the best version of yourself, is that the next big thing in your life is going to happen right when you are about to give up. When you have tried everything in your power and you're like, no, this is just not working, and you are about to give up, you're about to stop trying. That is when you need to actually put your foot on the gas pedal and go. Keep going. Just keep going. Or like I've been saying, when things are slow or boring, nothing's happening, that's when it's really about to happen for you. And that has happened to me. That has happened to me before. I have been so close to giving up, but then I keep going and it's right around the corner. Sometimes growth looks like sitting there alone, doing something that nobody else understands. You're probably going to have lots of people in your life telling you, this is not going to work. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? You're going to have people question you. You're going to have people doubt you. And you pretty much got to look at them and say, okay, this is not your life, is it? This is my life. Don't listen to anyone else. Seriously, don't listen to anyone else. Obviously, you can take tips and whatever from other people, but if you want something, do it. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't take judgments from anyone else. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to do that, especially for people pleasers. It's very hard to not take what they say to heart and not do what they say, essentially. But you have to do what you want to do. All you can really do is just keep looking at the positives, look at the growth, look at what you have done, and keep pushing forward, and just have the confidence that you will do this. That you can and you will do it, because you will. I know you can. I know you can. Whoever's watching this on the other side of the screen, you can do it, whatever it is you want to do. Have you ever felt like you can't even explain what you're doing anymore? Like you've done the same thing so many times that it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense anymore. Or you feel like you've worked so hard and for what? The truth is, we all feel like this. Every single one of us. And you just have to trust yourself and keep going. One day, you'll be so proud that you did. Most people don't even try. And look at you. You are trying. You are watching this video right now, which means you're doing more than most people. So if you're in a season where you feel like nothing is happening, you feel alone, you feel scared, you feel sad, you feel anxious, or if you feel like quitting, keep showing up even when nobody's watching, because guess what? One day, they will.